is in the news because he was.
Why?
Well, John's got to talk at some point, right? I mean, unless John just goes off into the sunset. I don't know. We just talked about athletes and stuff finding things to do. Wow, what the hell is Jon Gruden supposed to do? I mean, he spoke yesterday at the Little Rock Touchdown Club in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
He started out by saying he was going to be honest with the gathering, which is good. Because if you started out and you're like, I'm going to lie to you guys. He said, quote, I'm ashamed about what's come about in these emails, and I'll make no excuses for it. It's shameful. But I am a good person. I believe that. I go to church. I've been married for 31 years. I got 3 great boys. I still love football. I've made some mistakes. But I don't think anybody in here hasn't. And I just ask for forgiveness, and hopefully I get another shot. You may remember his emails contain some racist stuff, some anti-gay stuff, some misogynistic language. First came to light in a Wall Street Journal article October 8th. That eventually led to his firing. There are definitely some issues with, his emails came out in an investigation about the Washington then Redskins, now Commanders, and why would those even come out? Did somebody at the NFL have an axe to grind? The whole thing with, listen, you cannot defend Jon Gruden and still acknowledge that whole process was shady as hell.
Absolutely.
With the NFL. Like,
absolutely.
It was gross. And again, that's not a defense of Jon Gruden. That's just okay, that happened, but yet Daniel Snyder still hasn't even testified. He said, he went on to say, he got teary-eyed. He said, he applauded, he said, quote, I get choked up, because there's a lot of misunderstanding out there right now. What you read, what you hear, what you watch on TV. Hell, I worked at ESPN for 9 years. I worked hard at that job. I don't even want to watch the channel anymore because I don't believe everything is true. I know a lot of it is just trying to get people to watch. But I think we got to get back to reality. I don't know what the reality is, but so there's just a minor twist here, not on that, but just one of those weird coincidences. So I had not really seen this until it was either late last night or this morning. And what's funny is that because it came out yesterday, who was it? Was it Cleveland Ferrell? It was somebody with the Raiders that wasn't tendered. And that
their streak and just
it was Alex Leatherwood. Sorry, yes,
Leatherwood. Yeah.
So 2021 first round pick Alex Leatherwood cut. 2020 first round pick Henry Ruggs III cut. Obviously, there's more to that story.
Reasons, yeah.
Damon Arnett, same thing, off field stuff, but cut. That's also 2020 first round pick. 2019 first round pick Cleveland Ferrell, 5th year declined. 2019 Josh Jacobs, now still with the team, but 5th year declined. 2019 Jonathan Abram, first round pick, 5th year declined. That's their first round picks from 19 through 21. We talked yesterday about, oh my God, the Knicks, they finally got an extension for RJ Barrett. This isn't as bad, but it's really, really bad. Gruden and Mayock, when it came to top level talent evaluation, were terrible. And some people would say, well, that's not Mike Mayock, that's Jon Gruden. Maybe, we don't know. And I think it's also fair to understand that even Jacobs, along with Max Crosby and Hunter Renfrow in the Cleveland Ferrell year alone, everybody looks at the Ferrell pick and goes, oh my God, trash. It was trash. But they got Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby and Hunter Renfrow after that, and all 3 are Pro Bowlers.
Right.
So you need to be fair a little bit. Anyways, so what was interesting about this is, you get a couple Jon Gruden truthers out there, which is fine, saying, I just don't understand this, that, whatever. And one of them was a guy, he's a betting guy, called Taking the Points. And we start going at it. He says, hey, Gruden's team made the playoffs last season, right? Asking for a friend. And I said, yeah, despite it being a massive distraction and a horrible judge of talent, yeah, tell your friend that. Massive distraction only because personal emails were leaked when he never worked for the NFL. Mayock made most of those decisions. Finally, it was his team that made the playoffs last year. Don't forget. So, dude, he's a lifetime 500 coach. He was 3-2 last year when all this happened. We're going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, like, I see some weird comments in there. from people I don't follow that don't follow me, just some of this guy. And so I look at his I take a look at his bio for the very first time. Yeah, he's got a thing called Taking the Points on TikTok. Handicapper, sports betting content creator, fan of the Magic. Oh, and his name's JJ Gruden. He's Jon Gruden's nephew.
Wow. There's your twist.
There's your twist.
Yeah.
I spent all day arguing with Jon Gruden's nephew. And I will say this, it never got personal about John.
Yeah.
I don't have Jon Gruden's a football guy. If there ever was a football guy, Jon Gruden's a football guy. I don't doubt his knowledge. I think as an analyst, he's tremendous. I could watch his QB camps. In fact, I don't even know. I wonder if on the ESPN app, there probably isn't. I'd love to be able to go back and access all of them. So
I'm sure they can be found somewhere.
I would imagine, like watching like Andrew Luck.
Sure.
And stuff. I'm enthralled by them. I can listen to John. And by the way, Jon Gruden would be the ultimate radio guest, just knowing football. I don't think towards the end he was a particularly good coach. I think that he had the Raiders. You have to look at it as steadily improving by a game here, a game there. But it cost him, what, $40 million just to do that. Rich Bisaccia took him to the playoffs last year. If you want to play that game, then that's fine because Derek Carr was Reggie McKenzie's, not Mike Mayock's. You can go back and forth, back and forth. As far as him getting another shot, I don't think it happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say this. I think he's a better coach than he is a decision maker on personnel.
I completely agree with you.
And I think because he was, it was Mike Mayock, but a lot of it allegedly was through Gruden.
Sure.
So you're helping put together the team that you need to coach. You haven't done yourself favors sometimes.
Didn't they once say that it was like 51-49 Gruden?
I think
I think like Mark Davis said that.
Yeah.
Just call for us. Yeah. 1-800-920-1143. I don't know. I see the calls and Ron Burgundy show host.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets another shot. You would have to have such a major change in our society. And I want to be very transparent about this because I can't stand hypocrisy. Some people can talk about this and not be hypocrites. I can't. Well, I mean, I could, but I think transparency is important. I've told jokes. I've written things. I've said things. I don't think I've tweeted things. Who knows? Maybe. There are things that if you dug up out of my past and you put them out there right now, my career would be over. They're not like, I don't want to overstate it either. Like it's not like I've never like tweeted out the N-word or something like. It's not like that. But I'm saying, hell, back half the stuff we used to do on the night show, half the stuff I used to do with Don Geronimo.
Yeah.
Like, I cringe at the idea of somebody throwing out some show topics, some recordings from just less than 10 years ago when I was on with Don. Would be horrible now. Horrible. Like terrible. Like actually saying things. We had rejoiners with slurs in them. Like legit had rejoiners with slurs in them that would get you fired today. So when I see the Gruden thing, for example, and other things that have been even closer, I can't help but like part of me does feel like, gosh, it's crappy the way it came out. He does seem like a good guy in other aspects. Like he said, he got caught.
He did.
That's the thing. Yeah. And it's just a matter of, listen, unless
it's emails. Like that's so traceable.
It's so traceable. Now, at the time, and I don't know what the timeline is, but you think about stuff like that. It's like, but for the grace of God, like I think that it's one of those, are you sorry? Are you sorry because you got caught?
Yeah.
I can't tell you that Jon Gruden, had he not been caught, would still be sending out emails with slurs in them and anti. I can't tell you that. I can tell you that I don't tell off-color jokes or say some of the things I did in 2008, 2010 now that I did before. And I think that's part of growth and evolving. I think if you grow, if you evolve, if you accept, if you learn that, okay.
Yeah.
I can give you a pass on that then. Like, yeah, you did the thing, don't do the thing. And now you know not to do the thing. It's like with my kids. Like, I'll correct you once. That's your free pass.
Yeah.
You do it again, and that's where we're going to have issues. Right. So
it's a little like we've seen some of the, whether it's a highly recruited player or a famous athlete or someone famous that maybe back. Oh, they get caught for a tweet that they had
Right.
when they were in high school
Yeah.
or in junior high.
That's the thing.
They were 14, and I'm not giving them a pass.
No,
but you're punishing them later too for.
It can't be cookie cut. It can't be a standard. You have to move with the situation. Hey, Garrett, you're on with Jason and Dave.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good, brother.
Good.
How are you?
Doing good. I'm a kid of the 90s and the early 2000s, and I've been a Raider fan my whole entire life. I was so excited when they said Jon Gruden was coming back, because those 4 years when we had Jon Gruden were the best years since I've been a Raider fan. And getting him back was it was like another level. And then the play calling and all that was not, it was whatever. And then the emails and whatnot came out and all that. And it's almost like, I don't know. I loved Jon Gruden growing up as a kid.
Sure.
And this kind of tarnished that. And it sucks. And like you're saying, I've told jokes, and everyone's told jokes that are, probably not the best jokes to say, but they're jokes. They're for laughter. What he did, I mean, it's sad. It's disappointing. But going back and looking at his coaching record and all that, he really was just an average coach with a great football mind.
That's very true. And I'm sorry to cut you off. We're way, way late. I was told, 10 seconds in the call that we had to break, and I would have given him a lot more time. Yeah, well, he was at just above 500.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of Raider fans very loyal to him, and I completely I get it. I do. And it's separating art from artist. We got a lot of stuff going